Alright everyone, it's been a while since I've done an office studio, so I wanted to show you kind of how my studio is going to end up at the end of 2020. I started this year off wanting to do more video work, and throughout the year lots of things have upgraded and lots of things have changed. So let's do a little tour and see what we got over here. Okay, so there's a lot going on over here, so let's do a little breakdown on what we have, and I'll go down deeper into each one of the components. This is now my 2020 setup. I started the year off working at the office, and I'm ending the year off working from home pretty much exclusively, so we had to bump things up quite a bit. Got my LG 49-inch ultra-wide display here, and this thing is basically the equivalent of two 27-inch monitors side by side, and it's just one vast canvas. I got my MacBook Pro over here on a 12 South stand, and so originally I had the MacBook Pro open. I decided to kind of keep it closed just because this thing is massive. Up here I have another display. This display is split into two HDMI sources, so it comes from my computer, but it also goes into my ATEM Mini switcher, and so I could switch to the desktop or to that camera up there. That's my main Fuji X-T3. I got two of them going, one here, one here. And so that camera is my main camera. I have two lights set up right now. I got a Godox LED panel kind of as my fill light, and for my key light I got a Godox umbrella light up there. Very Godox heavy, so these lights are pretty cool. And if needed, an Aputure, can't remember what these things are called, but it's just like a little tiny light here as well. And they are magnetic, so they get mounted here. Sometimes I want to play with a little light in the background. Everything is powered by Hue lights over here. Down here I have my Rodecaster Pro. That's my sound mixing board, ATEM Mini switcher, and I have my multi-view setup over there. Got my RE20, RE20. ElectroVoice RE20 over here. This is the Shure SM58, I believe. So when there's two of us recording in this space here, we got double headphones and mics going at the same time. So let's take a look closer into the other components. So I think key components at the heart of my system is the BlackMagic ATEM Mini Pro. And that is both a switcher and recorder. I can stream directly to the internet, to Facebook Live or any other places, but also it acts as a 4-camera switcher. So I got 4 cameras going in. I have camera 1, which is kind of my main space over here. I have my beat camera over here. I have an overhead cam system, and I have the desktop. So 4 sources coming in. I can switch back and forth. What's cool is if you're in the middle of a Zoom meeting, I can switch angles and kind of share different things, or kind of get my overhead camera and share what's on my desktop and my literal desktop. Over here, audio is mixed with the Rodecaster Pro. I went with this because it has built-in sound effects and everything, so I think both the sound effects but also the compression and leveler and all the sound stuff that I don't want to deal with is done in hardware as opposed to in software. So that's handled there, fed into whatever system I'm using. 2 really good mics over here for a dual-person podcast setup. Usually I'm by myself when I'm in the space. And at the heart of this screen here is just this recent acquisition, the LG 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. It's 1440 by 51 something. It's huge, just obnoxiously large. And but it's a huge amount of real estate. I can edit an entire Final Cut timeline in one screen without scrolling, so that's pretty amazing. And I got inspired by Caleb from DSLR video shooter. Just this one setup. Everything's mounted on arms, and there's multiple arms going everywhere. So let's get a little bit deeper into the components over here. switch to vlog mode and take a quick look. I got my overhead clamp over here. See if I can do this one-handed without killing myself. And you see this thing will pop down, and there's different mounts over here. I have just an Arca Swiss ball head over here. This thing will rotate out, and it becomes an overhead cam. So thanks to Caleb from DSL Video Shooter, really cool recommendation. I like that piece. And let's move over here a little bit. There's that monitor arm. I think this is an Amazon purchase. Wally arms. I got 3 arms going here. One holding the Rodecaster Pro, one holding my camera, and the other holding, what is it? It's my monitor. And up here is the Godox SL60. Really been enjoying this light. It's a good light. You know, it's got a little fan noise going on, but it's not too bad. For this space, it's a more than adequate amount of light, and it's working pretty well. What else I have? Here's the Arca Swiss. Nope. There we go. That's the 12 South MacBook Pro holder. I got an old MacBook Pro. I'm really contemplating getting the new M1 Apple ones, but so that's the general setup. Let's do a quick peek, and we'll head down for a little bit, and I'll show you my other setup. So that was upstairs in my office. Over here, the system is not set up yet, but I got my wife a fully standing desk, mounted monitor, an Elgato, can't remember, Light Air or something like that. It's one of their fancier lights, and it acts as a single light system. And this is just a little standing space over here. A little messy, so I apologize for the mess. But that's the gist. I work typically up in the attic over here, and this space acts kind of as my studio and home office. And it's been a while since I've shown this area. I haven't done very much drawing on this yet, and I probably should, but I will soon. Got a 3D printer that's not in use. These little foam things will never stay up. I gotta switch to stronger adhesive. And then here's an old pipe, and no idea what that pipe is for. I'm pretty sure it's not in active use, but I got a clamp. It's a Manfrotto clamp, and I got a spigot mount, and then I just put a ball head on top of it, so I can mount a camera. There's multiple mounting points. You know, I showed you earlier the pull down one here. I also got just another bar here. It acts as a grab bar going up the stairs, but this thing right here, I can clamp any kind of clamp on it. So I'm going to get back to work, and we'll see you in the next one.